Hi Nick, this is Coach Smart from ABC Baseball Camps. I'm here to do your video evaluation. Okay, so let's see what your setup looks like. We'll start there. Okay, so I like your stance. You're nice and athletic here. Your feet are parallel. That's good. Your hands are in a pretty good position to hit with too there. The height of your hands are okay. Okay, so a couple things, bud. Let's talk about your barrel angle. Okay, see that barrel angle right there? Can you see that? Okay, it should never be at that angle. Okay, from a standpoint of trying to have a short, compact swing that produces tons of line drives. Okay, you're definitely swinging up at that. Okay, we can't have you swing uphill. Uphill is going to get you in trouble when you start facing kids that throw with good velocity. Okay, that'll be more difficult. You start facing guys with more velocity. So you got to make sure you start on a downhill plane, and then you're going to be level between here and here. But if you're level too far before that, you're going to have what we call a long swing. See, you're already level way back there. Okay, that's just going to take you a long time to get from point A to point B, and you probably get away with it at the level you're at now, but we got to make sure you're going to be okay when you get to high school and stuff. Okay, so we got to try to shorten that swing. One way we shorten that swing is by keeping that barrel up a little taller. Okay, and then when your hands go this way, they start to come down towards the ball at an angle. Your barrel kind of goes like this. It kind of goes this way. And then as it moves forward, it starts to come down a little bit more. And the hands go forward farther. And then it gets down to where it's level. Then it stays level from where I showed you before, from the back of the contact point to the front of the contact point. And you take your hands, and you just drop them down. Okay? Gotta keep that barrel up. Okay, obviously this pitch is not very good. It's low. But we still got to get our hands in a little bit higher position, okay? Let's talk about your back foot and your back knee, okay? Every hitter, Nick, is trying to get as much out of their body as they can to produce more bat speed, which produces, balls hit harder and farther, of course. So, when you stride, your back foot pretty much stays on the ground the whole time. You collapse your back knee, and that's what you use for your backside push. And for big guys, guys that are in the major leagues that are 6'4", 6'5", 250, they can get away with that. But for most mortal human beings like you and me, we need to get that back foot turned a little bit, okay, just so we can create as much energy and much force as we can with that back knee going down to that front foot. Okay, so that's how we get energy, by creating what we call resistance from our backside to our front side. The more resistance we can create by driving that knee down to the inside of that foot and keeping it in between our knee and our foot, not letting it escape by rolling over your front foot or letting your front foot slide open, the more power you're going to have, because power comes from the ground. Okay? Hope that makes sense. From a finish standpoint, let's go to the contact point real quick. Okay, boom, right there. Okay, not in a horrible position there, not too bad. Okay, again, you can see your back knee kind of collapse. We'd like to see some direction with that back knee, so that back foot kind of rotates a little bit, and then that gives our knee a better direction towards the pitcher. Okay, your arm looks like it's in pretty good shape. You got your nice L there. Okay, I call that the power L. That's pretty good shape. Your left arm's in fantastic shape there. And actually your chest is in pretty good shape too. We want to try to get that chest facing towards the second baseman where he would play, in between first and second, and not have it facing the pitcher at the point of contact. You're in a position there to handle pitches on the inside half, the outside half, and down the middle. Most young kids have a tendency to want to rotate their upper body and their front hip off the baseball, and you do a pretty good job with it right there, Nick. So that's really good. We just got to get your backside kind of working together with your front foot from the standpoint of getting a little more direction with your knee, your back knee. So you just want to rotate that back foot on the ball of your foot, and then just maybe really emphasize how hard you're pushing your knee. Okay, does that make sense? You get good extension through the baseball. Okay, but because you collapse your back leg, you don't get much of a weight transfer. Okay, we got to get our weight that we put on our back side when we load, we got to get it so we transfer to our front side throughout our swing. And you have kind of what we call a dead backside. You don't do too much to your backside. And all good hitters, bud, all hit with their lower half. Okay, they got to use your legs. I have a son playing at the University of Tennessee, and he's about 5'7.5", but he weighs 180 pounds. So he really uses his legs when he hits. So that's what you got to do. You don't look like you're too tall a kid, so you really got to tap into your lower half and really use your lower legs. Okay, bud. I hope that helped, Nick. Like I said, keep working hard. Keep focused on that backside and that lower half, and not letting that barrel get too flat too early. And we'll see you at the next ABC baseball camp. Thank you very much.